You're listening to the podcast that's right, about nothing. Available on iTunes, Stitcher, Twitter, Facebook, and blogtalkradio.com. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast about nothing. I've almost managed to keep it on a bi-weekly schedule, so thanks for hanging in there. And I have two special guests. I say that every week, but this week I really mean it. We have Luke and Marisol, and mainly I know them from Facebook, which will be a topic today, and a special group on Facebook called Seek and Destroy. If you can't find it, it's on purpose. So, what's up, Marisol?
Hey, hey.
And Luke, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm getting ready to go to Vegas tomorrow, meet the wife, and melt.
Oh, nice.
Supposed to be 111 fucking degrees there
Oh my
this
gosh.
week. Yeah, I know. I know how to pick them. But we were talking about Facebook. That'll be most of the focus this week. And we were just talking offline that Luke was about to tell us a story that he went off of Facebook, God forbid, for like a day, and everybody thought he died. So why don't you tell us a little more about that?
All right, my whole thing with Facebook is, first of all, I'm a memer. I don't know where that social standing goes these days, but apparently, like, it's everybody just follows you and everybody asks you to make stuff for them. They have ideas and you're supposed to try and develop it and make it, which sometimes is easy, but most of the time it's pretty hard. Um, but yeah, anyways, I was gone for like a week, out of service and everything like that, and people are just going crazy. I checked back on my feed today, and everybody's just like posting, "Where are you? Are you in jail? What's going on?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay." Um, the only downside to memeing that I can say is like stuff that are taboo, things that you can't post on Facebook in a way, like nipples. Nipples is a total no-no.
Yeah.
That's just an
That should be
American thing, though.
banned.
I know there's a video game developer. He made Saints Row. I know you guys ever played that on like PlayStation.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
And he was saying, like, when they were trying to get the game sold, or licensed or whatever, and they would go to all these different countries, every other country is like, yeah, do whatever you want, but, try to tone down the blood or whatever, the violence, because, it's Grand Theft Auto style game. And, but in America, it's like, you can do what you want, man, but no titties.
Yeah.
You can decapitate people, kill animals, do whatever you want, but
That sounds about right.
no tits. That's the rule.
And that's why I fully support the whole free the nipple movement.
Yeah.
I don't. Movement. Only because
Really?
one time I was sitting next to this woman who decided to whip out her boob and start feeding her kid. I was on the bus, there was a bump, and some fucking juice went on my leg. I'm not even
Ooh.
kidding you. So I was
Wow.
like, really, dude? Really? So I had to walk around like all day with like some woman's boob juice on my leg.
So you didn't taste it?
Did random babies follow you
You know,
around?
it had soaked up by the time I even thought about it, so I couldn't really
Oh,
get
yeah.
in there. But I mean, it's like there. I think I threw away the shirt because I was like, what am I gonna do? Wash this? It's just weird.
Wow. If I threw out shirts every time weird shit splashed on me, I'd have no clothes.
Well, that's why you walk around naked and stuff, right?
Hey, there you go.
That's the best.
So, Luke, on that topic, what are some of the, I guess, weird meme requests you get that you're like, sorry, I can't make that?
The weird ones are the ones where they want me to like Photoshop their ex or their wife or something like that on like some porn star's body, and or hey, could you take off her bra? Like they'll send me a picture of like some super hot chick that they've met that they're with in a picture with and she's just in a bikini and she's like, could you take out the bikini? I'm like, whoa, okay. First of all, I don't do those. I can, but those, there's no fun in that. I mean, there's other people you could request for that, but just mainly like a whole lot of nudity things like that, or really the ones that trouble me are the ones like the gore stuff. I can't do gore.
Oh, really? See, I'm the opposite. I'll do gore, but I'm not doing nudity.
No, I'm talking about gore as in like, I mean, like they want stuff. Oh my
Dismembered.
god, it's the tip of my tongue. What's the term where the dude like freaking rips open his butthole?
There's a
It's called
term for
Goat
that?
seed.
your
Goat
butt
seed.
getting ripped open. Oh, really? There's a word for that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
called
word?
goatsy. Look it up.
Yeah.
GOASE.
Wow. Learned
Stuff
something
like
new
that.
today.
And I'm like, I can't put your face onto that. Or I can't even like, add captions to that because what could I come up with? There's nothing.
It
But,
captures itself.
But the captions, it's really easy. I mean, Facebook right now has edit thing where this is where I try to like get people to make their own. I mean, it's not that hard to just put caption and just edit and add in, whatever you want to put in. That I mean, that's one thing. That's one way you could go if you don't have Photoshop. But if you do want to start doing things, I would recommend getting an app called Juxtaposer.
Oh yeah.
They're great. I mean, it's $3 and it'll be like it's only $3 I've ever spent in like the Apple Store. It's the best freaking thing ever.
Is that iPhone only, or is it an Android one?
No, it's on Android also, but it's just the best like app there is. Easiest one, easy to follow. It's the one I did Marisol's pick with.
Oh, with the
Oh,
ball in her
nice.
mouth?
Yeah.
Haha.
That was
Okay.
really good, by the way.
I thought that was just a picture of her, so you did a good job.
And Angie's too. The one with a donkey.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
see
that
that
was
one.
her?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think I missed that one. I'm gonna have to go
I
troll
think
through her page.
I think it might have gotten smooshed out.
You guys, you damn admins.
I
Yeah,
hey,
that's
I'm
another
just
problem
saying.
with Facebook. The admins. There are people there that just hate or they just power trip. You know what I mean? Like they're fine as members, but when they get to the admin status, they start power tripping and taking off things and start censoring. And I'm one where the more people say anything about a censor, the more I'm gonna freaking go up against it.
Yep.
Is that what we're
Like
supposed to be
I'm sorry,
doing?
Marisol. Like when you posted about the whole rules and stuff like that, I just had to bend them.
Oh, it's fine. It's a majority thing when it's in there, so you know. I don't know. I kind of just whatever people majority feels is comfortable is what I'm good with. Had it been my page
Okay.
all alone, I don't know. Probably would have been different.
Oh, okay.
It
So
has to
there,
do
But
with
yeah,
the whole democratic thing, really.
is there anything that automatically gets stopped by Facebook when you try to put it in? Or does somebody have
there
to
are
Has
some
report
to
you?
be.
things. There are some things flagged. Like before, you could be in some secret groups where there's nobody that reports anything, but then somehow you still get reported, and it's been widely known that there are Facebook bots
Oh
that
yeah.
check stuff like nipples straight away, open vag, butthole. Not usually, but it's 50-50. Sometimes they catch it, sometimes they don't, unless if you use it well, and it's not like the main focus of the picture.
Yep.
Like if you put like if you
Sorry,
like if you put like
you
six
used it well. That's awesome.
like if you put like 6 pictures together, right? Like 3 on top, 3 on the bottom, and you put like eyes, with the iris showing on the top, and you could squeeze in like a butthole here and there. That's one way you can confuse it.
I love that you're giving so much thought into how to sneak in a butthole.
Well,
Well,
you
just
gotta find
take it
out.
up.
The perils of the job. How am I going to get this butthole into this picture?
It's a challenge. It's a challenge, really. But yeah, with memeing, the whole thing is original content. I'm gonna say this because I mean I always tell everyone I freaking hate 9gag.
Oh, I know.
Because I created stuff years ago, right? And I try to sign up with them and display it, and I'm like, okay, could I get credit? And everybody these days are like, oh, you gotta, original content only, and all they're doing is just taking other people's work and slapping their, watermark on it, and that's like no bueno. That's like, oh, that's just the most troublesome thing. And
Me and
anybody that makes memes will tell you that.
me and Marisol were saying that earlier offline that there was a comedian that got in trouble for doing that on Instagram. His name was the Fat Jew.
Uh,
And all he would do was, yeah, I know. All he would do was take other people's memes and then either change a word or like their tweets really was what he was doing, but putting them on Instagram with just one or two words changed. And he had, I don't know, like millions of followers maybe or hundreds of thousands.
It was
And
oh wow.
thousands.
yeah, and he got like a deal with Comedy Central, and then he just picked the wrong one to steal. It was a tweet with a picture right around when that lion got killed.
Oh
And
okay.
and the guy, he was actually on my show, this comedian named Devon Magwood. It's a funny guy. And he had put a meme of a lion, guy in a lion suit. He's like, maybe if I wear this next time, something about the cops not killing him or something like that. Or I'll wear this in case the cops shoot me so people will avenge me or something. And next thing you know, it was up on this guy's site with no credit to him. And he got all these hits for it and everything. And that just started, all of a sudden, all these other people chimed in saying, oh, yeah, he steals my shit all the time. But nobody ever complained about it. But once they saw that he was going to make money off it, all of a sudden this big
Yeah,
backlash.
see, that's the thing that makes issues because there are certain sites that pay you for work. I mean, some of this, like I said, the stuff is easy, but some of this stuff does take time to make. You know what I mean? And time is money. And other people just making money off of your work, that's terrible. But as far as tweets go, everybody steals stuff from Twitter like every day. I mean, I see it all the time. All through my TL, all I see is people just changing around words or whatever.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
Twitter's life, though.
But
Yeah.
really, like, how are you gonna just like police all that? It's impossible. It's only like if you're that big and famous and you go after another big and famous thing. I'm not gonna get any credit from anything, I'm sure.
Well, there's a lot of goes back to comedy again, like Dennis Leary, I think his name was.
Yes.
He got in trouble for stealing from Louis C.K. like a whole entire bit.
Yeah, a whole lot of stuff. I remember that
And he
horrible
made
deal.
a song. It was a bit that Louis C.K. said about being an asshole all the time. And then Dennis Leary made a song out of it, almost word for word, but made it into a song.
Yeah,
And
but those are named. Those are household names.
yeah, I know, but I mean, Louis wasn't at the time. That's the thing. He was
Ah,
he was opening, and Dennis Leary was like in the crowd, or he was the MC, and he just fucking blatantly stole it. Him, Carlos Mencia, a lot of guys got in trouble.
Carlos Mencia is another one, man. He reminds me of, he's just another one of those that gets slack about saying the same tired jokes or stealing them.
That's the bad part is he's repeating them, and they're not even his. He's just changed his
Yeah,
nationality from Mexican, to Mexican from something else.
it's terrible.
right?
But I mean, in the end, because I mean, I just started to try to do the stand-up stuff, and they tell you can't really own a joke as much as you can own the punchline.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
You can take the setup and make the punchline whatever you want, but it's hard to, prove that anybody's stealing anything unless you're on TV doing it, and then they can, everything's on YouTube, you can go back and check it. But
That's
that's just,
it. GoPro on my body 24/7.
there you go. I thought that would be a lot more. I mean, GoPros are popular, but I thought they'd be a lot more popular than they are.
I
Yeah.
think it's because they got a little bit more pricier and
Did they? I thought they've always been like 300, $400.
no, I've seen the ones I'm seeing are like 5, 6. But well, maybe
What?
that's just the ones I'm looking at to get or whatever.
What is it,
'Cause I
like
think GoPros are
NASA
like the best
engineering it?
things.
Well, soon you'll have those VR setups. I think PlayStation just announced theirs, and
Oh, right, that's right.
you think people don't leave their house now? They're never gonna fucking leave their house now.
I
If they could do.
know.
Then of course you're gonna have the porn. There's never anything that's been invented that doesn't have a porn
Yes.
You
thing
know what?
to it.
No, anything that's ever invented will have porn applications or
Oh
will
Oh,
yeah,
find a way.
totally.
it's
That's why
gonna.
I can't wait for the VR stuff. Imagine.
I think
Oh, that's gonna be so
there
awesome.
already is, but all it is just a video shot from. It's not like I mean, which
Oh,
is
all that POV style.
yeah, but I mean they're already thinking about it, so you know that they're going to have something. I mean, I'm not against it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that's always like you said. That's always the first thing that when you develop something, it's like, how can I put porn on this? The dictionary, the phone book, anything.
Well, that
But
goes along with Rule 34. Rule 34. Anything on the internet, there's porn of it.
I didn't know that.
That's Rule
Yeah.
34?
Rule 34 is that no matter what it is, if it's on the internet, there is porn of it.
Oh, I believe that.
Interesting.
There's a porn version of everything. You just put put porn parody and fucking Frosted Flakes, and you'll find Tony the Tiger humping something.
Exactly.
I just made that up, but it's probably true. Go check
It's
it.
there. It's there.
It's
Whatever you can come up with, it's there.
because there's something for everyone.
Oh, it's a federal actual rule. I did not know this.
Oh, I'm only kidding. Really? I didn't know.
Yeah,
That.
it's an actual federal rule that says that the focus on discovery documents and things is amended to include compilations anticipating the use of computerized information, blah, blah, porn. It's actually a rule. Federal.
Does it protect you from something?
It protects the entities that are creating these things because they're anticipating such traffic and production of said porn.
Oh, wow.
That is fucking crazy. I thought you were joking.
So is it like a cause and
No,
effect thing? I mean, are people making it because of that rule? Or was that rule made because people are doing it? It's like a chicken and the
because
egg.
people are doing it. I think it's
It's
because
because
people are doing it.
people are doing it.
I don't know. It's like Batman villains. Would they be out there if there was no Batman? Or are they out?
Oh, wow. Now that's a good question. And
Without? Yeah, I think that's
why
it's
did
like
that
causality.
never kill anybody?
Uh-oh. Luke sounds like Soundwave from the old Transformer cartoons.
I think he got sucked in by porn rule 34.
I think so. Were you about to say something about porn? Rule 69 also apply. Poor Luke. So did he blow up his house? What was he making just now that he was going to blow himself up? Or die from?
Habanero sauce?
Oh, the fumes. That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm over here getting fucking wasted on vodka and he's having habanero sauce.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm doing it wrong.
Imagine if you were over here.
Oh, there you go. Sounds a little bit better. It's just a signal.
Well, he's in a dead zone.
Oh, is that what it is?
For all intents and purposes, he is in
Oh,
a
so
dead
he
zone.
did better than I thought he would then.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
clear before. But it's okay.
He might have moved away from wherever he was.
Yeah, that's possible.
No, actually, I'm
Oh, now
like
you're
in
good.
an odd position right now. I'm like outside, right next to the grill, with a bucket between my legs, which I could have moved, but like I'm afraid it might just mess up the reception.
The bucket?
Well,
A bucket.
you sound good right now, so just
Yeah,
hover
exactly.
over whatever,
Whatever you're doing, don't move.
I know, that's why I'm like, okay, this is weird,
Put
but
one foot up in the air and just balance.
Just balance the shit out of whatever you're doing.
So anyway, we're talking about like cause and effect is what I mean. So that rule was it 34?
Rule 34.
Yeah, we don't
Yep.
know if it's causing the porn or reacting to the porn.
I can look into it and let you know.
Yeah, chime in if anybody listens to this and let us know. Of course, you're all going to pretend you don't watch porn. It just buys itself. So if you do pay for porn, you're a moron. That's all I'll say.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. If you pay for porn, wow, why?
Some people just have guilt factors.
It's got to be like the whole ethics thing. Like, I need to pay
Now,
this
see, if you're gonna pay for
butthole.
porn, I put that in like, might as well pay for a prostitute, something. I mean,
Well, they do.
even if it is
They do pay
self-service, right?
prostitutes.
I don't think prostitutes are self-service. I think you have to ask permission first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're paying for the service, right?
I couldn't tell you, but I'm going to have to guess yes. But as far as porn goes, yeah, I mean, it's everywhere. You can, unless there's something very specific that you just can't find, I guess you got to pay for it.
Which is
Oh
really
yeah, like the
unlikely.
furry stuff.
I don't know. There are some super specific types out there. Fetishes, I guess you could say.
Well, okay, I live in Mexico, and the porn scene over here is insane. Not as insane as like Japan or whatever, but
Have you ever
It's pretty
seen,
gross.
what's it, the donkey show in Mexico?
yes, that thing is so iconic. I'm pretty sure that's like the 8th or something generation donkey since I've been alive.
It gets passed down from donkey to
Yeah,
donkey.
it does.
Imagine that conversation that donkey has with its little donkey child. One day,
Oh.
son.
Wait, so is there an actual donkey involved?
Oh, yes.
It's a little donkey, and and yeah, it's real. You can tell that it's the donkey show. Like, they just have them all like pretty, and you know, everybody's just like circled around them, and it's this huge chaos thing. It's crazy.
So it'd be a great thing for the bronies.
Oh yeah.
I think it would
Totally.
ruin bronies. They probably would be scarred for life.
Or they can learn something. You don't know.
Probably. To stop with the My Little Pony and grow up.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry if I offended any brony fan. I didn't even know that existed until I interviewed people from King of the Nerds. I don't know if you guys ever saw that show.
Yes.
Okay,
good
yeah. So the
show.
last season, I had almost everybody on it. And one of the
Oh.
early guys who I didn't get to interview, he was a brony. I was like, oh, what? And it turned out he was a My Little Pony enthusiast.
Those things are freaking
Yeah.
awesome.
I didn't even know they were still around until I was in Target the other day and they were, on the shelf.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I used to use a whole lot of like my MLP meme reactions as my reactions on Facebook a lot.
Well, there is one GIF that I like that it's, or GIF, whatever the fuck it's called, and like the pony opens the box and there's nothing in it. And she like opens it and it floats in the air and it says, look at all the fucks that I give and the box is empty. That's my favorite one.
They're so funny. I had so many. I still have an orange one. It's like my favorite little pony.
I have one that came in one of those mystery boxes that you didn't know which one it was going to be. So it came out
What'd
like
you
with like a leopard print one.
What?
Yeah, so it's like I got a 70s like porn pony.
I was gonna say, you got a porn star pony?
Awesome.
Damn.
It must have known. It was fate.
Wow.
I got so much shit on these shells. I know my wife is like, burn it, but
burn it.
Always buying something else. Little stupid figures. And there's a comic convention in Vegas this weekend when I'm there. So she's gonna have to contain me somehow.
That sounds fun.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you guys are all gonna be just like bitching about the weather when you're out there?
We're gonna be indoors until the sun goes down for the most part, because there's no point in going outside. The weather channel just shows a bunch of skulls up until about 7 p.m. and then you can go outside. It's like Borderlands
It's
2.
just fucking. I was gonna say.
Yeah, there's a skull there. Just don't even bother. Just leave because you're gonna get killed.
You will die.
You will
Just
die.
Stay indoors.
Just stay inside.
That's fucking
I think
brutal.
111 degrees. I think it's gonna be.
Dude, that shit's nasty.
And if it's that high, why even bother with the number? You know?
Oh god. Triple
I,
digits.
yeah.
I'm so glad I live by the ocean.
Oh. Seriously, compared to where I am now, I'm in Sausalito. It's like it's a bay and everything, and I think if it gets up to 85, it's a big deal over here.
Yeah, same here. I think it's like 89 today was a high, and it was
I hate you guys.
it was a scorcher.
How's it over by you, Luke?
In Chino Hills, I mean, I'm 20 miles away from the beach, so that's still gets pretty dang hot over here. I mean, this weekend we're gonna hit triple digits. It's gonna be like 105, 110, not 110, but like 105, something like that.
That's when you see the heat coming off the roofs of cars and shit. You know?
Oh, that's when you just open the door and the freaking air hurts you.
Yeah, it slaps in the face. That
Oh,
happens.
it like burns your eyeball. You're
Yeah,
like,
you can
the
taste
fuck?
it. That's how hot it is. You could taste the air. Because I went through that in New York in like the 90s, and it was 104. And you know how much metal and glass is in the city, so it made it worse. It's like a fucking microwave oven in the city. And you could
Jesus.
smell the heat, or the just people, I guess, one or the other, but it was palpable.
Ugh, people.
The heat and
Oh, could you imagine like the scorching hobos just walking around with their cheesy smell?
Scorching hobos.
it's gonna be a hashtag when I post this. When I talked to Jocelyn Stone, I'm gonna meet her over the weekend. She said one of her hashtags was like "tears are the new lube" or something. She said.
That's awesome.
She's like, I don't need lube. I just use their tears. She's like, she's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think I said that when we weren't on the air yet, but yeah, Jocelyn and Rebecca Love as guests in the past. I'm gonna meet them when we go down there.
I just googled them. They're so gorgeous.
My wife is so psyched to meet both. She just turns into this wild porn fetish monster whenever we have a porn star guest or something. Every other time she's like little Bo Peep, and then what porn? I'm gonna spank his ass black and blue. I'm like what?
Does she have blonde hair or red hair? What she got now?
Ooh, my wife?
No, Jocelyn.
Blonde, I think.
Oh, okay.
And Rebecca's a brunette, I believe.
Nice,
And
nice.
yeah, I don't think she messes with her hair color, but yeah, Jocelyn is a blonde, but super sweetheart. You know. She's even gonna set us up to get some different guests. One was on the Ultimate Fighter a couple of seasons ago, one of the female fighters. I don't want to say her name yet, just in case she's not available. And then and her brother, who's also an MMA fighter. We'll meet them out there,
Cool.
and we'll talk about UFC 200 and all that. You were getting into UFC recently, right, Marisol?
I was. There was this guy that I totally wanted to hit, and he's still around, by the way. So I'm getting up on the UFC stuff.
Ah. So, you need any pointers? Are you a UFC fan, Luke?
I'm more for on the female side of it than the men, because the men is just always the same. There's no one new. It's always the same rivals, but with the girls, at least it's so small and their fight is just way harder.
Yeah, the girls always beat the shit out of each other too.
That is true. I'm gonna second that. They get really deep in their hits. It's insane.
I think that's because they feel that they have to be more exciting just to justify them, and it's not the case anymore. But
Well,
when they
not
first
even
started,
that. It's girls are fucking evil.
That's true.
We will just go at each other like insane rabid dogs. Where guys are like, all right, we're gonna tactfully hit the left jaw with this cool little upper hand, and girls are like, fuck you, and just go at it.
they really do.
I wonder if they ever queef or fart or something like that.
They
when
do.
they're
They
imposed,
do.
You know?
I have a friend who fucking does that, and she swears to me that she has before. When she's like grappling someone, and just goes, and you're like, oh.
Oh, dude, I'd totally use that. That'd be my special ability right there.
Oh, well, yeah. If that was Street Fighter, that would be my ultra attack. I just teabag you and then fart right on your head, like I used to do to my little brother. That poor kid, man, the stuff he put up with. I used to tease him, and he would be sitting there, maybe 5 years old, and he had some bread. I was like, what do you want? And he's like, butter. And I would just take my pants down and rub my ass on his head. Here's some butter for you. Put my butt on him. Poor kid.
Oh,
But
see,
he
this
got
is why I wanted a brother. I
yeah, but he got me
one.
back. I mean, before that even happened, he got me back. He was still in his Pampers, and he was on the couch, and I was laying on my stomach on the floor, like looking up, watching TV. And I remember my aunt was sitting on a lazy boy, right? And we're watching TV, and my little brother was sitting there, and he gets this like startled look on his face, and scoots down off the couch because he could barely walk, and stumbles towards me, and sat on my shoulder, and farted on me. He's like fucking 1.5 years old.
You know what though? Props for anybody who can fart on command, because that shit's kind of hard.
My friend Billy Vavona could do that. He could jump in the air like his butt at face height and then fart on you.
That's
It's
fucking
a talent.
phenomenal.
Yeah, when we were in high school, I was afraid to be around him because he could just hold on, jump, just fart, jump back down. He's like
Beautiful.
a Pokemon. Yeah,
That is beautiful.
Fartlax, his name would have been.
Wow.
Nice. I'm totally making a meme out of him.
And you wouldn't even mind. He still thinks that shit is funny. He used to
I'm gonna
run
make
up
sure
behind.
it's watermarked and shit.
I hope
though.
Billy listens to this. He would run behind people and like put his hands on his shoulders and just leapfrog them because he was like a super athlete, you know. But in midair, fart on their head as he leapfrogged them.
That is crazy.
That's
No, guys,
I
I'm
had-
not gonna go for this, basketball scholarship. I'm just gonna fart on
I'm
your
just gonna
faces.
fart on you. That's why he didn't get that scholarship because he farted on the wrong guy. Once you have that black mark on you, you can't get it off.
Oh yeah, it's done.
Scarlet letter F. Well, yes, I had weird friends, but I love them all. So. And yeah, my little brother, yeah, got farted on. What are you gonna do? That's what brothers are for. Do you have any brothers, Luke?
I have one younger one.
See, that's what he's for. In case you're wondering. Experiment.
Right.
Like Eddie Murphy
I've
said.
done some pretty mean stuff to him, but I've never like really farted on his face.
Ah, man, you got it. He has to go through that at least once before he can become an adult. It's like,
Wait, he said never really farted. So how far did you get?
He was contemplating it. Squeezed his butt cheek at the last minute. He was struggling with it.
I know, right? He's
What's
like,
up?
oh shit, I lost it. I'll fart on you later.
Hey, those
Yeah.
are the worst things right there. When you lose it, like, does it like what happens? Does it go back in or something?
It comes
Yeah.
back as a
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
That's what happens.
Fucking
Your body.
over. You gotta sleep on it, wake up the next day, get the beans in you.
Get the beans in you. No, it just comes back as a crap. Your body plays like an April Fool's prank on you.
Oh god, that sucks if it
You
really
shark
did happen that way.
Yeah, imagine.
God.
I think I did a tweet about that. It was on April Fool's. I'd imagine if your body played April Fool's pranks on you. Like, oh, got a fart. Oh, it's a shit. April Fool. You just shit yourself. See? That's what happens.
It's so uncomfortable. I'm gonna just come out and say it. That's happened before, and it's so fucking uncomfortable.
Oh, that's not hot.
It's gotta
It
happen.
was.
Everybody, at least once.
I don't know. Luke said he sounded he never had that happen to him. So
But he has better butt control, obviously, than the rest of us.
you know what? He does look like he does some butt squeezes though. You know?
Isn't that an
What,
exercise?
like,
Oh, it's
well,
Kegels.
I mean, you guys are supposed to do that, right? Like, or in a way, like, do kegels.
Yeah, because you guys are like thrusting in girls every time, so there's got to be some kegel work up in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because, yeah, I mean, Kegels, if people are wondering, is women, I mean, don't you have to put, like, weights up in there and then squeeze it?
No.
Oh,
Fucking wrap your labia around one of the weights.
I'm serious. They sell these things you can put up in there and then
Shut your
squeeze.
face.
I
No, they
swear to
don't.
God, yes, they do. And oh, hang on. You guys go ahead and talk. I gotta answer the door.
Oh, you have to do like
Okay.
stick something up in there, stand all bow-legged, and then you start like doing squats with it.
You know what? I don't know. I'd have to Google what he's talking about because all I know is Kegel really doesn't mean vagina. It means like that muscle in there.
So what do
But-
you do?
You know what? I can sit in the car, sit anywhere, and I can just make it activate. I'm actually one of those
When?
people that can sit anywhere and have an orgasm, which is really good.
Really?
Yeah, like I'll be on a plane and it's like 3 hours to Seattle. I'm like, dude, I can like sit here for a couple hours. It's gonna be great.
I think that's a plus for a vagina right there,
Right?
for having one.
Yeah, that's a total plus. Because you guys have to like touch it, get all rowdy with it, look weird.
No, for us, we don't even have to touch it. There's things called phantom boners, or like you could just be seriously ask any guy and they'll tell you they have phantom boners out of nowhere. You could just be chilling, doing nothing sexual whatsoever, nothing touches, and then out of nowhere it's just like, whoop, It starts
Yeah,
growing.
but downside of that is that shit's still out there
Yeah,
protruding.
exactly.
Versus girls, we can get as wet as we want. Nothing's showing.
Really?
Yeah. Like the only thing you can possibly tell is if a girl has a really thin bra and her nipples are like exposed and it's room temperature and you're like, the fuck is your nipple doing out? That's the only way you could tell. Otherwise, it's pretty much free balling down there. I'm just saying, it's true.
Okay, okay, that sounds
What
good.
I missed something about balls. What happened?
I was telling Luke that in response to his phantom boner issue, which by the way he says that every male knows about. Is this
Phantom
true?
boner? Is that like
Yes.
what does that mean? Is that like the Phantom Menace?
Luke?
No, phantom boner is like you just out of nowhere, you just get one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I was telling him, yeah, okay, you guys get one, but vaginas are cooler because we can get one and it's not like protruding looking random. It's like you can only tell if a girl's like orgasming if she's sitting on a plane or something. It's like her nipples are like pointing out and it's room temperature and you're like, whoa, what's going on there?
But that's
Otherwise, it's like we're just out there doing it.
yeah, but
Can't tell.
doesn't your if you really have one, doesn't your face flush or something like that?
I don't know, because I'm not a flusher. I got pretty dark skin. I mean, I'm pretty light for a Mexican, but I got some color on me. I don't think everybody's ever noticed.
Yeah, you can feel the heat like in their face.
How
sound like
close are you to people that
oh,
you're
not
feeling heat
no.
off their faces?
I mean, it's not like people just walk around orgasming. I'm talking about when you're having sex. You can tell it there.
Well, that's what I was telling Luke, that I'm basically like can do it any time I want because you can't really tell.
Oh yeah, it's a lot easier for women. They even sell those things that you can just walk around with.
You're gonna make me question every single moment I'm with you. What you're doing.
You're not even gonna know.
If she just suddenly cheers up and stops and like stares at the sky,
Then I'll
you'll
know.
Yeah. Like, bird lands on her shoulder or something like that. She's just totally serene, and you'll know. Oh, she just had one.
Great. Now I'm gonna get asked like 20 times a day for that.
I know. Anytime she just pauses, like, "Did you just orgasm?"
Are you doing it right now?
Are you doing it right now? Is it happening? Is it happening?
You can't do that as a guy. You fucking collapse to the ground practically, or something. There's no casual. Did you see that online? There's a guy online that has like this disease or this not mental disorder, nervous system disorder, I guess, where he has an orgasm like 500 times a day or something.
Yeah, there was a chick the same way. She just like sat on the couch next to her boyfriend. She was like orgasming as the interview went on. It's so awkward.
This poor guy went to a funeral and had one. He couldn't even stop himself.
That's so awesome.
He's like, you think it's cool, but it's not. He can't go more than a minute and a half without just.
I mean, it has to be debilitating because, you know, depending on how insanely awesome it is, you can basically cripple.
Well, so, I mean, you can like fall down a flight of steps or something.
You could. It's fucking worse than narcolepsy.
Right? You're just passing out. It's the opposite of narcolepsy, actually.
It is. Yeah. You're completely conscious for the whole thing.
Poor guy. I wasn't as sympathetic as I am now. Before I was like, how bad could that be? And I realized you could just be driving a car. Oh, that's what he said. He can't even drive.
There you go. See?
Because he'd be like fucking Mad Max, just crashing into people every time he had one.
That's awesome.
But imagine for a day to go through that kind of an experience, have that ordeal, like.
Oh, dude, if there was like a pill that I could take for a day, I'd be so down.
Yeah, but at random, like with you not knowing when it's gonna happen, that's
horrible. That's the roulette.
Oh, I'd go to the busiest places on earth.
Dude, if I could high five you, I would so high five.
No, you know what would happen? They would think you're having a seizure or something and just take you to the hospital.
Why you do public? You know.
Well, he would go to public. Luke would be in the middle of Times Square, just slopping on the ground like a fish.
Definitely.
No shock there.
Hey, at least there you could blame it on. Hey, you know, New York City has a whole free topless thing, right? Where it's illegal to be topless.
Yeah, but nobody really uses it. But
I'd so use it.
That was back in the early '90s. There was a law, and women were finally allowed to be topless. And I was like, all right, bring on the titties, and it never happened. I was so disappointed.
Right.
I expected to walk out
knowing my luck though, if I was in Times Square and had that thing going on, I'd probably be standing right next to the cowboy dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you could probably become your own
With
dude.
my luck,
You'd
people are
be
like,
like,
I knew it. I'm like, no, it's not like that.
yeah, right. You want to ride that stallion while he plays the guitar. How would
That
you
is
explain your way out of
awesome.
that? Or you'd be next to one of those grimy Elmos. And he'd hug you and you would just drop a load all over. That's
But
all.
it's okay because you have that disease, then you just say I'm diseased.
Yeah, that's true. At
But
least
would you use that as an excuse though?
I
Like,
totally would. Are you kidding me? It's like
I'm
a get out
surprised
of jail card.
people don't already, But, well, that's the thing. With a guy, it's not like, I mean, a girl can have one hands free almost, whereas, a guy can too, but then you can't say it's accidental unless you're not, I don't even know how
right.
to put it. You gotta
Why
have
don't
your
you
hands
just make
somewhere
up,
else.
just have a medical bracelet that says that you have it.
Like a life alert.
Yeah. And it's like, you don't believe me? Check my fucking wrists.
Imagine that. You see like him flopping on the ground and somebody's like, wait, he's having a seizure. No, no, no. He's just dropping one, that's all. Leave it there. He's not dying.
Just put an ice pack on his head. He's
I
gonna be
know.
okay.
And his crotch. But that
And
shit
his
can't be
crotch.
fun. Wow. That is terrible.
Oh, it's
I
awesome.
would totally do it like along the Hollywood stars, and just
Oh
you
my
know in a
god, yes.
line, and make a game of it like bingo. Like, all right, let's see who and where I'll stop.
Joan Rivers, yard.
Take a picture and tweet it out to him. Tag him.
That's right,
I just
Fucking
did it on
tweet
your
it.
star, man.
Hey, do it on Periscope, all right? I'm passing,
Oh my gosh,
Leonard
Luke,
Nimoy. Oh, God.
we have a weekend ahead of us.
You have
Oh
to
yeah.
invent a pill that does this. You'd be rich. That would
Oh
be the catch.
man.
We just don't know when you'll have one, but you'll have it. We were
Just
trying
like
to.
you're just hovering over the street. Like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have one right now, guys.
Tune in now. You can feel it. You can feel it coming.
Any minute now.
Unintended.
No, but once again, like with my luck, having that, like, oh, no, okay, no, falsity.
Oh, just like the fart. That's how we got to this. In case people skip to this part of the podcast, we were talking about holding in a fart.
Yeah.
Somehow turned into a random Russian roulette orgasm that you can have at any moment. But that's what I was gonna say. People we were saying you would use it as an excuse. So if you just
Yes.
bumped into some hot lady that you wanted to talk to, you're like, yeah, the hell with it.
Well, but that's like rule 34. Anticipation. People are gonna be fucking crazies with it.
I know. That's true. It's gonna be cause and effect. Did you cause this to happen?
Now, see,
Just one.
the big ol' effect of it would be if you were out in public. I'm pretty sure law enforcement would probably like tase the fuck out of you, which might be the best thing because that I hear intensifies the whole,
Yes.
Then you'd be like
Just-
a geyser,
tase me again, just just like, fucking shivering and shit.
Just take me in.
like a fire hose that's flopping around on the ground. They would just shoot you. I think if you did that to a cop and blasted all over him by accident, he would just shoot you in the face, and nobody would. Ronner, he freaking splooged all over me.
Blues.
Case dismissed.
In the evening news, young man splooged.
That's be the BBC version of it. This young man splooged all over a constable today.
And imagine at court, the judges is like, oh, saying that he has a medical condition, it's okay, and you start busting up while he's telling you. Oh my god.
That would be on court TV like 24/7. I don't even know.
Oh my god.
I don't know what your nickname would be. Everybody gets a nickname when they're like on trial.
What would be a good nickname?
Yeah, Splooge Bob SquarePants. Oh, you gotta make a meme out of that, right?
Oh, definitely. I'm thinking.
On it.
Out of all the sponge holes, they'll just be shooting out of. This has got to be the most X-rated podcast I've ever done, and I've talked to porn stars before. But like, you sick fuck. But we're talking about a medical condition here, goddammit. Not just making this up.
Hey, that's one way you could exploit your if you have that as a medical condition. Get
Yeah.
into a whole lot of facials. Imagine
Oh yeah.
Get a what?
Get into
Died.
facials.
get into facials, like giving people facials or facial expressions?
Facials, like, facials, man.
That's what I mean. Oh, well, that's the thing. But it's at random. Because I was going to say, if you're a porn star, you're like instant money if that's the case. But
Yeah,
you
exactly.
would have to
That's where
dehydrate
it's
by
played.
like the first hour. You'd be dead, probably. You have to hook me up to an IV.
I wonder if your heart can even take all of that.
Probably
I'm
not.
actually curious now. If that guy's having like 100 orgasms a day or something, that's gotta take a lot of toll on his heart.
It does, and his nervous system.
See, we're talking about this, but we're not asking the main question here. Where's it all coming from? Is anything coming out?
I would
How
think
big
by
are his
now,
fuck-
yeah. By now he's got to be empty. They all got to be dry,
By the way, it's called persistent sexual arousal syndrome.
Well, it sounds like something everybody has.
Yeah,
Every teenage boy probably has.
I was
It doesn't
13. I
even
had
sound
that.
exclusive. It's like, yeah, fucking Joe has it.
People claim to have it. Like that's like porn addiction. Yeah, I'm addicted. There's no cure.
I have orgasmic dysfunction, guys. Shut up.
Shut up. Dysfunction means you have a problem having it. They need to come up with a better word.
They really do.
Orgasmic amplitude or something. That should be called.
Amplitude?
It's like cats. It's like a deal with the devil. It's like you can come 40 times a day. Awesome, but you don't know when. Deal's over. Boom.
Dun, dun,
I take that deal.
Yeah,
I would take that deal.
I'll take
Hands
that.
down. Boom. Let's do it.
That's what you think, man. But you'll be, on the way to work, sitting next to some dude, and or meet your favorite star athlete in public.
Then I just give him a smile and a wink. Fuck it.
And just flash him your emergency
Yeah, the
alert
bracelet.
bracelet.
A load of
Yeah, so you don't get sued.
The weirdest topic ever. I don't even know how to follow this with anything.
Movies?
There you go, movies. You guys both. Wow, that's like a mutant
Somebody
power.
needs to make a movie of this guy.
Well, this
Yes.
is the next X-Men.
Who would you want to see, like
Play
busting
this
their
guy.
nut?
Constantly.
Who's gonna play that guy?
That's going to be in the. There we go, porn parodies of the X-Men. That would be the guy's superpower.
Ooh. Imagine Magneto? Fuck.
Imagine Magneto. Fuck. There's a porn of that.
There probably is.
Remember I posted that GIF where he's like zippering down
Oh,
silence.
that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
pull up the
that's
zipper.
true. I think that's where this came from then.
Maybe.
I
that's
love that. Very
somebody's-
subliminal.
Somebody's power. Because my wife loves the guy that plays Magneto in the regular X-Men movies.
Ian
Fassbender?
McKellen?
No, not the old guy. The young guy.
I was like, she's into Ian McKellen? Fuck.
Hey, she likes him over.
Sorry, but he
Ray
swings the other way.
Foxon.
Yeah, both of them do. The young man and the old one, right? That would be pretty ironic. No, not the old one, just the young one.
The
Michael.
young one's hot.
Yeah, but
He's
he,
all British,
yeah, but-
gorgeous.
Michael Fassbender, I think his name
Oh,
is.
he's so pretty.
But yeah, he is gay, I believe.
God damn it, is he really?
Yeah, my wife's like, cause she said the same exact thing. God damn it! I was like, sorry.
Son of a bitch.
It's like he's Michael Assbender. How do you like
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna say.
For the
Fucking jeez.
The last Airbender is what he is. But hey, there's nothing wrong with that. So
No, there's nothing
Not
wrong
at
with it.
all.
It just sucks
That's-
for us.
yeah,
women
for the
that are
female fans,
straight.
exactly. You finally find a dude because he was gonna play James Bond, and
Oh,
just said
shut your
the
face.
commitment is just too much. There's a lot of shit that you have to sign off on to be James Bond. You're not allowed to wear a tux anywhere or do certain things. Because
Really?
yeah, when you sign
they-
that contract.
Do they do their own stunts?
It depends. I know the guy, the current one, Daniel, whatever the fuck his last name is, he does most of his own stunts. But
I'm pretty sure that's all an insurance issue
Daniel
right there.
Craig. Yeah, I was gonna say the studio only lets you get away with so much because first day of shooting, you break your leg, then that's it. Everything gets held up. That's how. Back to the X-Men story. The guy Hugh Jackman who plays Wolverine, everybody knows who he is, and
Yeah.
he only got that role because the guy that was supposed to play Wolverine got hurt doing a stunt in Mission Impossible 2. The bad guy from Mission Impossible 2. That long ass fight scene at the end. When
Yeah.
he got injured on the set. He was supposed to be Wolverine, so they had to go for their second choice, and it was Hugh Jackman.
What?
And the
Wow.
rest is so
Well,
after
that was a good choice then.
yeah. The only thing
Good
about him
backup.
is that he's too tall. To play the real Wolverine is like 5'2" in the comic books, but he's 6'6" in the movies.
No
He-
way.
Oh yeah, and Hugh Jackman's a tall dude, but in the comics, Wolverine that's why he's called Wolverine because he's a small, violent little thing like a real Wolverine.
Yeah, those things are fucking gross. I had
Yeah.
to look one up when I got into the comics, and I was like, what the shit is this? It's like the kimono dragon. You don't really think of what it is until you look at it.
Oh, those are big.
Oh, those things are disgustingly huge. I would not want to live in that island. But But just, the Wolverine. You're
Wait,
like,
we
oh,
are
it's like a
talking.
skunk with fucking claws.
Yeah, that's like a badger. That's what it looks
Yeah,
like. But it's worse. It's like more muscular than. I think they're like in Canada. It's the only violent thing in Canada is a Wolverine. Nothing else.
Really?
Yeah, they're military. They're people. They're all friendly. But Wolverine will rip you to shreds if you get near. I think pound for pound or something. They're like the most dangerous animal in the world or something.
Jesus.
No, I think the moose is from Canada.
Yeah, that and a honey badger. Those things will beat the shit out of you. You ever see one of those? It's ultra violent. But anyway, so you guys saw X-Men Apocalypse, I think?
Yes,
No, I
I did.
haven't.
Oh, you haven't seen it. Oh, okay. So you guys both saw
Yeah,
Dead.
struggles of the single life.
Ah. No, that's one thing. I'll give it to my wife, Jessie. She loves to go to the movies and does not drag me to chick flicks. She'll go with her girlfriends or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have like 0 girlfriends.
Chick flicks aren't that bad, man.
Yes,
I
they
tell
are.
guys that all the time. Like, seriously, go check it out. Like, it's pretty good stuff. You'll learn something.
No.
No, that's it.
No.
No,
the fuck is
you'll
wrong
learn
with
something
you?
from some subliminal shit that your girlfriend. Whenever a girl goes with her girlfriends to watch some chick flick, they're always coming back with like, the idea of the movie and what happens in there, and they try to take it back to the relationship. It's like,
Okay, this isn't like the Elizabethan time where everybody just like
or they try to compare
walk
backstories at
around.
least.
I just can't take them anymore. When I was younger, I didn't even realize it was a chick flick. I got tricked into watching them, like 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club and stuff like that, because they were managed to hide it behind a pretty good comedy. But now, it's like, I don't know.
I
think-
can't
What
even
classifies
think
as
of
a
it.
chick flick though?
Yeah, exactly. I can't even think of one.
It's like when, I don't know, because I don't go to see them. But it's like the guy breaks up with her halfway through and then comes coming back in the rain to pick her back up again. Like The Notebook. There you go. That's the ultimate chick flick.
Oh, that was sad though.
It has to involve at least one scene in the rain where they're, making out and stuff. And one musical montage of the guy, like, looking lonely without the girl and her, like, living her own life. You can make her own chick flick. Like, yeah, that's the formula.
Oh my god, I wish I was a screenwriter. This whole thing that we're just talking about, like all the subjects, would make for a really good musical.
I don't even know
A
what this is.
musical?
Yeah, Splooge Bob, the musical.
Yeah, imagine X-Men based guy where the lead character has, an orgasm issue in I don't know, just whatever. It's on top of my head. I'll meme it. I'll make it out. You guys will understand.
You know what? I would totally fund whatever you're thinking.
Because Luke, when he's stuck, he just communicates via meme. He's like a mime. He's a meme instead of a mime. Hang on, let me draw this. Oh, shit, that's what he meant. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you...
My problem with that is just
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, how did you even start doing the meme thing? How did people come to you and start asking you to make them?
What was that?
How did people decide to start coming to you and asking you to make memes? Like, what did you do? You were just making a bunch of them and they... Like last
Well, yeah, I started making a bunch of them, and out in public, I just started meeting people because they're like, "What are you taking pictures of?"
Oh,
Because
okay.
the outside world is the greatest source, so I'll take pictures of anything and everything.
Okay.
I forbid
And people
you
just
to
stop
take
like, "Why
pictures
are
of
you
me.
taking a picture of your toe? Like, why are you taking a picture of the whole, have you guys seen the whole comparison before? I think it was back in 2011 when it was a big thing, where girls used to always post their legs or their knees like in front of a beach or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I used to take hot dogs
Hot dogs.
and put
Yeah.
them up and, really close to the camera. You can't tell if it's hot dogs or legs.
Oh, didn't you just post something like that today? And it's like buttholes and hot dogs or something like that, it said.
Or the butt. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Buttholes.
Yeah, I'm serious. Go back and look.
No. That word is so elementary, but it's just forever hilarious.
Yeah, that and like for insults, I always fall back on jackass. That's like my favorite.
That's a good one.
But if you want to hurt someone's feelings, just call them a jerk. For some reason, everybody's like, "Hey, calm down, man." Don't call
No,
him a
for
jerk.
me, it's you're such a little bitch, and then they get so defensive.
Really?
Like,
Because
no, I'm not.
Bitch is like a term of endearment, though. People are like bitch, and then they're happy to see
I
each
don't
other.
know.
Or
Luke
be-
is the one who's like a little more gangster than I am, but when I say bitch, it's like legitimate bitch.
Wow, you're the last person on earth that uses that as an insult anymore. Unless you're
Yeah,
in
I'm the
prison.
last one who uses CDs as as well. So.
Exactly. What the hell? What is it that Eric said? As a pizza slicer, you could use it.
Yeah, shut your fucking face.
Or a coaster. I
No.
showed some to like my friend has like like a 3 or 4-year-old kid, and I was like, here's a video game on a disc. He's like, what? He's looking at it like I just showed him the fucking, I don't know, Ark of the Covenant or something. He didn't know what the hell it was.
What?
Yeah, because
They're not that outdated.
It downloads stuff straight to the PlayStations now. They don't know what the hell a disc is.
Wow. You know what's sad is the fact that I'm not even that old.
Yeah.
I'm just out of touch apparently.
I'm way out of touch. I mean, I remember tapes, like mixtapes.
I still have a tape.
But yet you can't make, I don't know what's considered stealing now, but it's like nobody used to sue people for selling mixtapes on the corner when I was a kid. And they were just taping
People
it.
do that now. People all those.
Like wannabe DJ type.
You know what? I hate people that go around everywhere. And this is what's destroying Hollywood, is all those guys, you want to buy my mixtape, want to buy my mixtape. It's like, that's just destroy. I mean, the tourists, man, you don't go out there and force them like that. That's terrible. Makes the whole city look bad.
Well, they do that right when I lived in New York, right outside my office by Bloomingdale's. There would be guys out there trying to sell CDs to you. And I was like, man, I don't even know what to do with this. Do you see a fucking disc man on me? What am I supposed to do with it? I'll just get annoyed. They stopped asking me, but
exactly.
Dang, Luke, I think you and I.
Uh-oh. She fell into the Tijuana dead zone.
You and I and what?
Oh, the vodka hit her. She passed out.
Did she? And this is going to be my date for a wedding.
Oh, awesome.
Hey.
Oh, there she goes.
Hey, you shut your face. I'm going to have like 18 orgasms a day, and you're not even going to know what's going to happen.
You sure your eyes just won't cross randomly and you'll know? Uh-oh.
Oh, that's so hot.
I hope not.
You don't know what the face looks like. You're like, one eyebrow will twitch and stuff, and Luke will be like, oh,
no,
not again.
If anything,
just squeeze my hand just to let me know.
I was going to say, just look for the lip bite. If I'm biting...
I figure she gets to the good part and the sound drops. That was
I know, right? I'm like, no!
on his knees.
It's like watching the football game. Right about to score, it's like it just cuts off. You just,
Oh, that was the best episode of The Simpsons, I think, where Homer was watching something and it pulled the plug on the TV. You just heard him go, oh no! Like he shrieked.
I got a weird call from New York. What the fuck?
I start getting weird Skype requests. I don't know why. I don't know how I get them from bots and stuff like that.
I think they were hearing about the orgasm and just got a little too excited.
Oh, we didn't even broadcast it yet, so I don't know. They can hear you out your window. That's what it is. When this goes live on YouTube, that's what I use now because I'm lazy, and it'll be the most controversial YouTube ever.
No, we had some very delicate
and
topics.
While we're in orgasm, I want to ask you two, what is the oddest thing that's ever gone through your mind, the exact moment of an orgasm?
Okay,
and during that.
My first and forever orgasm remembrance was I had this vision of somebody shooting a gun, and I thought that was like the sexiest thing ever. So when I orgasmed, like I was just thinking about that shotgun the whole time. It was weird.
Huh. I don't know. I can't think of any weird ones. But I did see, back to the Facebook thing, a funny meme where a guy said, I forgot what it was. Like it pauses on the guy's face and you're finishing. You're like, oh. And you just look down like so sad.
You know what? That still happens to this day.
That was the worst. I'll tell you. But I mean, when I was a kid, I know I'm old, but because now everything's online and on video, but it was still tapes when I was young. So it was like Mission Impossible to watch any kind of porn when I was younger. I would just sneak into my brother's room and steal his and put it into the VCR and then remember what number it was on so I could rewind it back to that number so he wouldn't know I just watched it.
Wow.
And I think I gave him, I know he's going to listen to this, sorry Louis, but I'm giving him way too much credit. Like he was going to go pop it in when he was ready to do whatever and be like, wait a minute, that guy's cock wasn't there. It was 6 inches outside to the left, Someone's been watching.
Set him up.
Yeah, no. Someone's been looking at this shit. I was so OCD about it. I had to set it back to the exact fucking point where it was,
That's awesome.
And then climb out the window like I was at sneaking into someone's house or something. I would drop down from the ceiling like Tom Cruise with a fucking rope. and then watch.
You know what's funny? I just remembered this. My mother and my father did not know that we had porn subscription. So this chick who's in Seek and Destroy on Facebook, her name is Misery Manson. She actually came over to my house one day. We were like flipping through channels. I think it was like Nickelodeon at one point. We flipped over to like porn, and she's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then we just stayed there for like a while, and I was like, "We should change it." She's like, "No, no, no."
That's how
And
guys find it.
that's how I knew we had porn. So now I was like, "Fuck yeah."
Wow, that shows you how old I am. When there used to be a box like you
Wow,
had.
you had porn in your parents' house, dude. How lucky
Yes,
is that?
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Well,
What
I
we used to have to
Really?
do is like with cable, we have to do the zero glitch. You know, you click on the channel, then you constantly press zero, and like it'll just stay on that picture. But you'll sometimes it'll be all fuzzy, but every now and then you'll catch titty.
No, mine was direct.
Oh, I
I
remember
just had
watching.
to lie to my parents and be like, "Can I go watch TV in your room, please?"
Oh, mine had a lock on the box, so I couldn't even do that. It was you either had HBO or WHT was the other thing in New York, and
Oh.
you had a key, so you could turn the key on the box, and then you couldn't change any of the channels. So my stupid ass, I used to try to crawl on all floors because we were in a one-bedroom apartment when I was a kid, so my mom's bedroom was the living room, so she'd be asleep right there by the TV, and I'd be trying to sneak in and turn the key and try to watch like nightcaps at fucking the middle of the night.
That's adorable.
I'll never get caught, and then I'd get the shit beat out of me or something. Yeah, the shit I went through. Now you could fucking watch it on your phone practically, and
Have you ever gotten caught?
oh yeah, so shit. Oh, sorry, mom, if you're listening to this. And what a nightmare that I was like so distracted I didn't like lock the door or close the door, and she just came home. Hey, honey, oh my god, what the fuck? And I was like, sorry, mom, and I'm like chasing her. You know when you try to chase someone when they run away from you to
No,
apologize?
no, stop,
Yeah, like
stop.
no, wait, no. She's like, and then she's like, get that weapon away from me, and I was like all flattered, like weapon. You mean like a pocket knife or like like a cannon? And then just like sidekick, she just fucking kicked the shit out of me, right? So again, sorry, mom. Revealing way too much on this one.
That's awesome.
I mean,
See, but at least
go ahead.
your mother was all knowing, and she probably had the insight to actually go, "Oh, what the fuck is that weapon?" My mother and father would just be like, "Are you okay?
Does your crotch itch? I mean, it's
Are
different.
you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just need some water." And I would just walk out.
'Cause you could get away with it with just have your hand between your legs. Say it's itchy.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a guy, you can't be there with your hand on it and just be like, oh, this just happened to be in my hand. No, it itched.
Vagina wins round 2.
I'm serious. I mean, if I was, my wife teases me all the time. If I was a woman, I'd be like a naked whore all the time, just
Oh yeah.
because I would probably never leave the house. And
It's the best.
yeah, you guys, I mean, it's payback for having to go through like periods and stuff like that.
God, those are horrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the flip side is, hey, you can pretty much diddle yourself whenever you want and nobody will notice.
Yeah, I guess we're okay.
That's what I'd be doing in case anybody.
I
Yeah, we're just gonna diddle.
That's right. That's my word.
Who the
Rub
fuck
the
uses
magic
that
lamp.
word?
I read it somewhere. I was like, that stuck. I like that word.
Diddle.
Diddling. You're diddling away.
Oh, you know that freaky guy, Jeff Richards, who just like messaged me?
Yeah, I remember.
That guy got really random, but he has a song that he says "diddle my middle," and I thought it was hilarious.
There you go. See? Tickle the little man in the canoe is another phrase.
That word is so hilarious.
You never heard that one either? God, I'm old.
It's so funny. Say it again.
More. These are great. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
tickle the little man in the canoe. I mean, look at it. Doesn't it look like a little dude hanging out in the canoe?
I guess.
Yeah, you guys are young. That's an old saying. Make a wish, they say. It's like rubbing the magic lamp. Rub one out is another one. For guys, it's what? Have a tug of war with Cyclops. They say. Punch the munchkin.
Punch the munchkin?
That's
that
my
sounds
favorite
a
one.
little bit rude.
Like, what are we doing now is punching the munchkin. Yeah.
That's kind of incriminating. Because
Yeah.
why would you want to call it a munchkin?
Well, I mean, it's not a giant, shit. Depending on who
It should
you are.
be. I'm sorry, but it should be.
I know, but I'm saying in proportion to the rest of you, it's a munchkin.
Again, it should be.
Good lord. I mean, it's a mini-me. The little bald Dr. Evil down in your pants.
That's That's awesome. All these euphemisms are just great.
Yeah, there's one for everything.
It's great.
It's like that and advice that rhymes. It's not good
I
advice
love that.
if it doesn't rhyme. So my dad used to give them to me when I was little, and and then he would just get carried away. You could see he would be off in some violent place, when he would say. First would be, what was it? A good one would be, it's not the grades you make, it's the hands you shake, stuff like that. Always introduce yourself to people. And I was like, that's useful. And then it would be
I like that.
yeah, and he's like, one to the body and two to the head. You want to make sure that fool is dead. I'm like, when is that going to apply to anything, Dad? When am I going to use that in a casual situation?
It wouldn't be casual. That's what he's trying to teach you.
Snitches get stitches. Wind up in ditches. Stuff like that. Where was that an everyday phrase, Dad? Where am I going to use that? What happened to, happy wife, happy life, stuff like that?
Dude, didn't I post a meme about that? It was like Gandhi was like, bitches need cash.
Yeah, there you go. Cash and bitches. Gandhi.
I was on Gandhi.
So we said OG was original Gandhi. That was the first one. That's so terrible. That's just a sample of some of the memes that we have in our secret site for people that are wondering. But sorry, it's invitation only because there are so many butthurt people out there that you can't. They probably didn't even.
Don't worry, I'm still on the way to trying to see what's taboo for the people over there.
Oh, I think the gory stuff. Anything maybe having to do with kids, I would say.
That's true. If there's a chainsaw going up somebody's vagina, and then so that's kind of a little bit too rowdy for.
What about all the Cosby stuff? I used to make a lot of Cosby memes.
See, but that's so passe now. I see them now.
Was good.
I even saw a Cosby one with that guy from Stanford that everybody seemed to forget about that raped that girl.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And he's Cosby's behind him, well done, son. Or something. But didn't that guy just fall?
Go for it.
Yeah, this guy just fell off the radar because of what happened over the weekend with Orlando and the alligator.
Oh, with the Disney gator, yeah.
Yeah, and people are all of a sudden, because last week at this time, that's all anybody was talking about was that guy.
Speaking of, my friend shot me a picture of an alligator that says we really like onion dip or something, and she said, could you meme this up to say, and also Nebraska kids from Orlando? And I was like, what?
Oh my god.
No, I'm not gonna meme it up for you.
It's very specific.
Yeah, I know.
So many, again, that's something that, I don't know what it is. It's people say it's inappropriate, but if you can't laugh about something, it's you don't get over it, Then again, it didn't happen to me. That wasn't my kid, so I obviously wouldn't be laughing about it.
Dude, I would be fucking embarrassed. Who the hell lets their kid just wander off into a pool like that?
Well, I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know how, how the setup was. How did a freaking alligator even get in there?
It's an alligator lagoon area.
Oh, it is? I thought it was just
that
the alligator happened to sneak into.
No, dude, it was a whole area, a strip of swampland that 2 other resorts actually had a little sign that said, please don't go in here because you'll fucking get died by an alligator.
Died?
And then, yeah.
What happened? He got dead. Oh, shit.
Hey, it's in Florida, all right? They got weird hicks out there. So this little kid gets out there, and the parents don't know, hey, this little kid's going out there in the water 2 foot deep. Fucking bring that shit
I didn't know
back.
what happened. I thought because alligators don't give a fuck. I thought it just rolled up onto the ground and grabbed him and ran off with him. I didn't really read.
Technically, yeah, but I don't know. My whole thing about that kid and that gorilla thing too, how long did it take that kid to fucking jump into that enclosure?
See, that
before
was
the mother
else.
was really?
It's a kid, you can't really, you can control them, but, shit happens, but.
Yeah.
That one, everybody became a zoo and gorilla expert. That's what annoyed me.
I was on the zoo
I think
side.
that's where, as a parent, depending on how you're raising your kids, if you're just letting them do what they want, expect them to do things like that. But, I or any other kids I'm seeing, they don't do any, they wouldn't, common sense, you don't go fucking doing shit like climbing fences when you're at the zoo. That's common sense stuff.
Did you hear that the mother was taking care of 6 other babies?
Yeah, she's she's like a daycare thing or something like that.
Yeah, so it was she took her eyes off of this one particular toddler who probably had ADD and a crush for gorillas, and then decided to jump in there. And I don't know.
But like Luke is saying, that shit didn't happen when I was, this is talking about the 80s or something. When I was a kid, because even the thought of that, my mom would have kicked the shit out of me right there and open. Not that she ever did, but the threat was always there. You know, when you have
That is true.
when you have a Puerto Rican mom and dad, they don't have
See,
to
I
touch
feel you. I feel you on that. You know what I mean? When you have the fear of whatever you do, like, oh my God, please don't tell mom or my mom's gonna kill me. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like
That's
and then
true.
and the whole neighborhood watched you and you didn't know and told on you to your mom anyway. Any shit you're
Exactly.
doing. But now nobody goes outside. Number one, you don't have like those neighborhood community things anymore.
Yeah.
And you even poke your kid in the freaking shoulder and people are calling the cops on you.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
And I'm not advocating like, don't kick the crap out of your child, but you got to be able to discipline your kid somehow.
Definitely,
Exactly.
definitely.
Totally agree.
Yeah, and my dad never laid a finger on me. Well, no, that's not my mom did, but she didn't touch me. She would hit me with stuff,
Well, and she's a girl. She can't hit
What you
that
mean,
much.
slippers, hangers,
Stuff,
whatever.
slippers, yeah, fuck, like frying pans. My mom would hit me.
Shit.
My brother had
Stop,
me in the.
motherfucker!
Yeah, my brother had me in the figure 4 leg lock once because we used to wrestle and we didn't know it was fake, so we'd really put the fucking moves on each other. He's about to break my leg, and my mom literally had the phone to like her ear, and just saw us on the ground and had the pan in her hand and just went bing, just fucking crack. She hit me in the head. I was like, Mom, I'm in the move. You gotta hit him. That doesn't help me. Don't you watch wrestling? What the fuck is wrong with you? My brother's just like cranking it on more, like yes, far enough. Just like that's not a fucking. It's mom.
Tag team.
Yeah, seriously.
Exactly.
But oh man, my brother, I remember once we were like, play fighting in the room wrestling, and I dove at him and missed and bounced, because I was super small, bounced off the bed and speared my head into the radiator. It had like a
Oh my
fucking
god.
like golf ball lump on my head. So all he does is go, he's like, he doesn't want to get in trouble with my mom, so he's like, shh, just lay down. And my mom came home later from work, and she's like, hey, and she looks at, I don't know how many conversations ended with my mom. She's like, hey, you're already in bed. What the fuck? And it's like this big ass lump on my head. And my brother had already told me, he's like, just say you have a headache. I was like, I have a headache. So she took me to the emergency room, and I looked like Fred Flintstone, like with a lump on my head. There's not much you could do. They're like, all right, well, don't let him sleep for a while. Make sure he doesn't. I'm sure I had a concussion. And
Make sure he doesn't have a seizure.
Well, this is like 1982, and that's when the first 3D shows were on television, like with the blue and red glasses from McDonald's and Burger King and stuff. And I didn't know that, so my mom sat me down. Moms get super like caring, not that they aren't already, but you can have whatever you want, blah blah blah. Just don't die. So she put me down there and put the TV on, and I didn't know it was a 3D movie with like this gorilla that escaped from a fucking carnival or something, and the whole screen was all blurry. And I thought it was because my brain was broken or something. But it was just because of
That's some fucked up.
Yeah, so I started
April
crying.
Fools.
I was like, Mom, I have a concussion. She was like, shut up. But you changed the channel, and I was like, oh, thank God, But I don't know.
That was awesome.
I don't know how much head trauma I had as a kid. But
Does it contribute to your adult life?
probably now. That's why we were talking about one day. I only have like the left brain. I think I broke the right side.
What?
The part that makes me like care about stuff, and,
I was just talking about that with someone, about how our group, that Seek and Destroy group, we all have some fucked up brain that is allowing us to be
Hey, for
I
yourself.
don't know.
Well, shit.
Oops. I almost lost you guys.
that was me. I had my mute button on. When you guys talk, I just tried it, so I don't have anything. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I don't even know if it's a messed up part. I think it's just people being honest. And then these days are just, you can't be honest about what you think is funny, because everybody, and rightfully so in some cases, people get offended. But god damn, they
I
crucify.
think it's only when it hits home that you get offended. Like if I had a kid who got killed by a crocodile, I'd be pretty pissed when like memes come out,
You're probably sad as fuck.
There were some really bad ones too, like the one with Magilla Gorilla and the crocodile, the cartoon one.
That shit was
Magilla the
awesome.
gorilla?
That thing was like, you didn't see it because you've been away, but it went viral like immediately.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find it.
Magilla Gorilla is there next to that crocodile with the tie on and a hat.
Dude,
He's
that
like,
would make an awesome porn name.
oh, well, you never heard of Magilla Gorilla?
Even I know
No.
that.
Really? Man, I'm so old. I feel so old talking to you guys. I'm only like 10 years older than you guys, and I'm like, it might as well be 50.
Dude, you're like a decade older.
Yeah, that's scary. When I was 10 years old, you guys were just milkshakes in your dad's pants.
Oh, I don't want to think of my dad's pants.
Well, now you will. That's what is it? Blue Mountain State. There was a show on I think it was Comedy Central, and the coach is like a parody of high school football and college football. I think college football.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
coach is like, "Where do you come from?" And there's they thought they were supposed to say like Blue Mountain. He's like, "No, you come from your father's balls." It just stuck with me after that. I was like, this is the greatest show. I never even watched an episode, but just based on that commercial, I was like, this is the best show of all time. That's like a Father's Day meme that somebody's got to make.
Oh my God, Father's Day.
God, I have so many lined up.
So many stuff to do.
You don't even know.
Yeah, but are yours good though? Cause mine are bad. I'm gonna make people like angry.
Mine are pretty bad. I didn't make them, but I've seen them already. They're terrible.
Mine are a mix between one of these is gonna get me like punched in the face and one of these is not, kind of thing.
Yeah, mine are. I mean, no matter how you frame it, they're all probably racist. So I can't use.
Yeah, I know. We're in the same boat right there, buddy.
I try to get away with it, saying, "Hey, I'm Puerto Rican." I could say that. Nah, you can't. You can't say that. That card doesn't work when you try to do that. That's why that's why we have our group, so we can post.
I was gonna say, it's funny because I can't post Mexican shit on my own page at all because of the same reason. Like, half of the people I know are Mexican or half Mexican, so they get all offended.
Really?
Those should be the ones laughing. That's the part I don't.
Exactly. Those are the ones that I like post on people's walls and everything like that.
You would think, but there was one that I was like, yeah, I was trying to find weed off of this guy, but he was afraid to get deported, ha ha ha. And like somebody actually said, dude, that's not cool. I was like, what?
The deportation part?
Yeah, it was just awkward because I was like, dude, I live in Mexico. Like I live and breathe this every day. Like, how can I not make fun of it? It's awkward.
That's crazy.
Yeah, see, that still goes along with people just need to lighten up.
But society's just already went in that direction where you can't say or do anything. Everybody gets offended. There's like a whole generation of us that are, well, not us, but
God forbid the future turns out like it did in Demolition Man.
Oh yeah,
Right?
exactly. That's where we're going. Even with the 3 seashells and the whole 9 yards, and nobody knows what those seashells do.
Nobody knows. I've looked on Google so many times, like, how would you use it? Like, how?
I don't. They never say it in the movie. They just put it in there to bust your balls. Somebody has to ask Sylvester Stallone what it is.
On it.
But it's true. There's these kids that like they get offended at school and they can't go to school because the teacher is like, mean to them. I don't know. It's just a whole generation.
I wish my mother would actually fall for that shit. I would get like so sick and she would still be like, bitch, get your ass to school. Like nowadays they cry over everything.
When we grew up though.
Yeah, it was different.
Because when we were growing up, if we got sent home from school or anything like that, the first thing our parents would ask is, what the hell did you do?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It was our fault automatically.
All the time.
Yeah, you were guilty until proven innocent back then.
Right.
You know what sucks is I was an A+ student the whole fucking time. I was in high school and grade school, and my mother still thought that I did shit wrong all the time. I was like, no, Mom, I'm literally puking right now in the hall. Please pick me up.
No, I would have to just walk home myself. They weren't coming to get me.
I know, right?
I mean, even one time when I had because we were broke as fuck back then, so I had my mom bought me these sneakers, like they were like PF Flyer, like wannabes or something, and I ended up with blisters on my pinky toes.
Aw.
And she had to come and get me, I remember, but still I had to meet her halfway, because
Fuck, dude.
yeah, but she took me and bought me like my first real pair of sneakers, like a pair of ponies. They aren't even around anymore, but back then they were like just
Dude, I got a pair of ponies.
Oh,
Okay,
dude, they do have
awesome.
ponies still.
I haven't seen a pair in so long.
I will rock those ponies when I meet you. These things are phenomenal.
Well, I had them, and I don't know how you guys thought when you were kids, but when I was a kid, if you had a good pair of sneakers, you were automatically faster than anybody who had like a pair of rejects on.
Oh, yeah.
That was just like, that just shows you, what is it, like placebos. So those sneakers turned me into fucking Carl Lewis when nobody wanted to race me. We would line up in gym, like, back to back or whatever, like, and single file is the word. And then I would count down the people across me, like in a relay race. I'm like, who am I going to race, And it could be a girl with like one leg or something, but if she had Nikes on, I was like, switch with me, man. I can't beat those Nikes. But then one day I still had my like crappy sneakers on, and I won the race anyway. Then everybody wanted to know where I got those rejects from. Like I got them from the supermarket.
Nice.
See if you can still find them, but these are the only pair that exist anymore. Sorry.
I got them at the swap meet, Holmes.
Yeah, you can't have my super fast no name shoes. Yeah. But that's how kids thought back then, you know. And even now they do these drug like blind studies where they give one person a sugar pill and 3 people like the real meds, or probably the other way around. And as long as your brain thinks it works, it'll work.
Oh, I'm so a plus on the placebo effect. I love it.
Yeah. You ever see that episode of The Simpsons when everybody was getting this weird like virus from China or something? And they had this medication, but it was fake. And the doctor's like, those are just placebos. Where can we get these placebos? The guy says, they knock the bus over and like take them all. You know? That's back when it was still good. I haven't seen a good Simpsons in a long time.
Oh, that's so true.
All right.
God, all the kids are just fucked nowadays.
That's her expert analysis. You're all fucked.
You guys are all fucked. Every single one of you.
Imagine that if you're like on TV, it's like, what would you like to tell the nation in this horrible time? You're all fucked.
You guys are all fucked.
No
lube. No lube.
Yeah.
Straight up.
As my friend Sia Mary says, not even sweat. Just fucking take it dry up, yeah. I gotta tell her, hey, I met you on the podcast. Awesome. She's got this tiny little voice like Angie has, but she's evil like we are.
Oh man, I wish she was on here. Her voice is fucking brutal. It's awesome, but it's brutal.
Call her.
She's never gonna come on now because she said she's all, you know.
Oh man, no, I love it.
Me
and Eric spent a whole like weekend last time talking to her, and she would send little sound bits, and we were like, fuck, dude. If we paired up her voice with like her hot ass, it's just perfect.
You know what's funny is that the lady that I'm gonna meet this weekend, Rebecca Love, has a squeaky voice just like her. Yeah.
There's something about like a little fairy cutesy voice with the fact that they're just so gorgeous. I don't know, it's like a total turn on. I'm not even shitting you guys. At the end of that whole conversation, somehow it turned out that I'm going to be feeding her cheesecake and she's going to be swimming in it and I'm going to lick it off her. That's what it ended up being.
I missed that conversation. Nice.
Eric was nutting across from me. It was insane.
He's not even here.
He was like, dude, I got to go to the fucking bathroom for like 10 minutes. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Hold my place for me.
Yeah. Order me the chicken fingers. I'll be right back.
You don't need sauce.
No sauce.
That's gross. No ranch required.
Oh, that's awesome.
Poor Eric, can't be here to
No, but seriously though, Angie's so gorgeous.
She is very pretty. Does not look her age at all. She's my
abnormally young.
Yeah, I'll tell you, she's a succubus. She's just sucking the life out of me.
Yeah. I keep thinking, like, if I ever were to meet her, I'm going to age into my actual age, and she's just going to suck it all up and just, like, you know, amazing.
She'll be like 14 after you're done meeting her.
God, I'm so pissed.
Age in reverse. My wife's like that, too. She has a baby face.
Oh, I hate those people.
And she always gets hit on by, like, younger chicks and stuff, which I think is awesome. And she's like, get away. Running away from them with her arms waving, you know. I'm like, honey, come back. It's just a lesbian.
She just wants to lick your tit. It's okay.
She looks friendly. Come back. You know.
She will not bite.
My wife is not. You know, she is like the old school straight chick. She doesn't even fucking consider any of that stuff. For Salma Hayek, I think that's the only one she ever said she would.
You know what sucks about those people though? I've seen a picture of your wife. She's super hot. So it's like, it's annoying for like the bi or lesbian chicks to see somebody like that and then them not be into you like whatsoever. You're like, fuck.
No, it's just, yeah. Because I know a lot of like, not that they're fake ones, but I mean like legit lesbians, you know, and they get pissed off by these like younger girls that are super hot. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm bi, but they're not. They're just like being experimental. And they meet a real lesbian, and it's like, all right. And they're like, whoa, I don't do that shit.
It's intimidating.
Yeah.
It's very intimidating.
It's gotta be
I'm
frustrating.
it's firsthand experience. It's insanely intimidating. But I don't know. Tell your wife once you get past the first couple times, it's all right.
First couple of times.
First hand experience.
Just, it takes a couple.
I don't know. That's like, it's like saying, it's not that bad to get shot. You just got to get shot a couple of times.
It's a commitment.
You survive. It'll be totally worth it if you survive, If you don't die.
She's got the thighs for it. She could do it.
She's going to be fucking mortified when she listens to it. What did you guys talk about? Nothing. Just
We talked about your thighs, baby mama.
don't even think about it. Don't worry. Don't even listen to this one. It's okay. Shit. Well.
Oh,
I guess
man.
on that note, I guess we'll wrap this one up. I don't even know how long we've been at this for. But it'll be minimal editing, except for those 1 or 2 points where Lewis sounded like Megatron or something and it's lost the connection. Other than that.
I think he moved like 2 inches away from
Yeah,
that
right.
grill.
He leaned his head back a little bit to squeeze in hold back a fart and lost the signal. Poor guy.
Dude, that would have been a deadly fart too, because you eating habaneros over there?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Big fart mushroom cloud coming out of his house.
Yeesh, that's atomic.
Poor guy. All right.
Oh,
But
man.
before we go, let's see where I think he just laid one. You heard that?
I heard it. I did.
He thought he could squeeze it by, but it didn't work.
I felt it. I don't know how, but I felt it.
It vibrated through her phone. What's it? Haptic feedback. She got. All right. So before we wrap things up, we'll start with you, Luke. Where can people find you online if you want them to find you?
Well, if you want to find me online, you could follow me on Twitter at Luke's Not Sexy.
Does
That's
comic
my
spelling?
Luke's Not Sexy.
Okay.
And
Do you have an Instagram?
my Instagram is oh my God, what the hell is it? Oh yeah, OMG, it's Luke John.
Oh, okay.
On is JAN.
Ah, all right. What about you, Marisol?
It's Luke Jan. My Tumblr, which
Oh, yeah.
I
Wow.
update every now and then because that's the only place I can post my gifs.
Mm.
Of course
is,
you have a
Butt
Tumblr.
Cheddar. Butt cheddar.
Repeat.
That's it.
I was gonna say I was waiting for that one. Butt cheddar. That was my favorite one. I thought he was gonna try to get out of mentioning that.
Props. Major props on that one. I wish I would have thought that up.
Butt cheddar. What about you, Marisol? Where can they stalk you?
Let's see. On Instagram, I am on Marisol the Great. That's GR8, the number 8. Same as Twitter, Marisol the Great. Yeah, I think that's it. And then not Instagram, Facebook. I'm an admin on Seek and Destroy. So
That's right.
hit me up.
You guys can search for Secret and Destroy. We may or may not allow you in.
Oh yeah, we got very stringent rules.
Yeah, we go through a lot of deliberation and troll your profile before we launch it.
Definitely.
So if you already have it set to private, that's one strike against you.
That
Just keep
is
that in mind.
immediate no.
Even though mine is, I think it's set to private.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Well, that's because I got work friends and stuff,
Yeah, I get it.
Can't see posts of me mentioning like violating monkeys or anything like that.
I have yet to see one of that.
That's my
but
little.
yeah,
That's
okay.
why there's a little monkey on my Skype thing. You see him dancing away there. I don't know if you can see it on the phone, but
Yeah, no, I could.
he's like air humping. See him?
It's funny.
That's the greatest thing ever. I just found that today. I was like, oh my god, humping monkey. Put him up there. I'm serious. I used to have a cat or something. And I saw him and I was like, instant love. I was like, I'm never taking this down. I don't know. My wife's gonna see. He's like, why is that monkey humping? He's like, he's dancing. He's thrusting his
For
hips.
science!
For science. That's why. Exactly. That's a joke in our group. You could use that phrase to justify anything.
Hashtag for science.
I just bitch slapped that hoe for science. Doing research on this. The velocity of my pimp hand. Okay. On that note, thanks you guys. I'm sure you guys will be back again. We'll do something else. But thanks for coming on. And
Anytime.
all right.
Yeah,
Maybe-
anytime.
Thank you. And maybe get you back when Jesse's back. But until then, we will catch everybody on the flip side on the podcast about nothing. Good night.
Good night.
Wait.
What happened?
Before I leave, I just want to, put it out there. Everybody has support for everything, Hillary, Trump, whatever. But my thing is
Oh, yeah.
hashtag butt stuff 2016.
Yes! Yes! I'm
I have
funding
something
that.
new.
I got t-shirts. You hit me up, I will send you one.
All right. That's good that we didn't leave that out. So butt stuff 20. It's hashtag butt stuff 2016 in case you're looking for it.
That's right.
And it's actually a real hashtag if you look for it.
It really is.
It really is. So on that note, cover your butts, and we'll catch everybody next time on the podcast about nothing. Have a good night. Again, if you weren't already. If you were, kiss my ass. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. That was cool. I will edit this and post it tonight, or YouTube takes forever to post to. I'm sure one of you may or may not know, but I have a Blog Talk channel too, but I think it'll be too long to put on there for free because I'm cheap. So I'll do the YouTube version first, and then it'll probably be up tonight or tomorrow morning.
Very cool.
All right, but thank you guys.
Very enjoyable.
Always.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Just warn your friends because we talked about several horrible things. I don't know if I should let my mom know about this. So how could you fucking talk about catching you masturbating? It happened. Don't deny it. You know, it happened.
It was beautiful. It's
shared
all
its moment.
art.
That's right. It was a developmental moment in my childhood. Had that not happened, I would not be the man I am today.
There you go.
You didn't catch me squeezing one out like you did. Okay. That's another phrase you can use, Luke. There you go. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you on the page, I'm sure. I'll catch you later.
All right.
Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Right on.
Good night.
Good night.
There's an evil feeling in our brains, but it's nothing new. You know it drives us insane.